Brought to you by stationhousecoffee.com and inspireddisorder.com/ting.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
The Ultimate Movie Championship, episode 53 from IDP 309. This is the show where Keith Spurlock and myself sit down. We're given two movies at random over at flickchart.com, and we must argue and fight over which of those two movies is better and more willing, more valued to be put on our ultimate movie list over at flickchart.com/IDP. So let's see how the chaos and the wars and the battles play out in this episode right now.
So now we're trying this out by just putting No Country for Old Men up against other things.
That's what this feature is on this this thing. When you add it back to the mix, it gives you it asks you to re-rank it, which I think it may have gotten ranked, and then there's probably been a few movies where it's like, I actually don't think I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
And then we end up like there's the third Star Wars. I can't honestly say I've seen the whole thing. So hopefully this works. So you can check it all out, flickchart.com/IDP. So we're going No Country for Old Men versus Any Given Sunday, which is kind of a weird matchup. I really like Any Given Sunday. A lot of people shit on Any Given Sunday.
It feels like the first movie where Pacino became the Pacino we know now.
It's like a
where
sports
he just
movie.
yells about everything. Like,
it's definitely, I mean, he's definitely did a lot more of that for sure. But it was like an action movie and a football movie. Because most football movies are like underdog stories, like come from behind shit. I mean, this is kind of like that too, but it's more like Entourage version.
Yeah.
Probably before Entourage even started in 99.
This one's still pretty easy for me.
I was working at the theater.
I say No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
I mean, Willie Beeman's awesome and shit, but
I still enjoy watching Any Given Sunday. I don't enjoy it nearly as much as I did when it came out.
Yeah.
Because I worked at the movie theater, and I was like, oh, this is bad. And I'd go in and just watch, like, cool scenes. Like the halftime speech. This is a game of inches. And you got your head all the way up it. Yeah. No Country for Old Men.
flip a coin.
What?
And it did.
Hold on. Let me go back to. It'd probably been a while. Where are we going? I don't even know the best way to go. Oh wait, hold on. No, filters. By title. The fuck? Filters. Rank movies. Bam.
There it is.
Wait, alright. So we'll do just. Alright. Get that one out of the way again. Alright, so No Country for Old Men versus Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
Which I believe was the second one?
Second or third? Probably the first one that guy was in. I know, I saw it.
I've seen Octopus Face.
Yep. No Country
for Old Men.
Alright, cool. Oh, well, this is how it works, though. No Country for... Well, you know, No Country for Old Men again. NCFOM. Not a good way to say it. Versus The Karate Kid.
No Country for Old Men.
I gotta go Karate Kid.
Really?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's not a cinematic masterpiece or anything like that, but Karate Kid has sentimental value, which No Country does. I still enjoy it. It's culturally relevant.
Yeah.
I do have that, which I probably got because it looked vaguely similar
That is
to
from a
his.
sushi house. I looked it up.
Listen, man, I don't know where it came from.
No, I do.
I mean, I got it in. I mean, I got it in the 80s, so I don't know if the sushi restaurant's still around from the 80s.
Well, I mean, the name.
Yeah.
on it. I looked it up, and it's a sushi place. Like, and they had that headband on. The cooks did.
Oh, that's cool. So it's vaguely similar to The Karate Kid. But I mean, that's one of my favorite movies from childhood, The Karate Kid. That's like Goonies level. I mean, Goonies isn't a fucking No Country for Old Men either.
I loved The Karate Kid when I was younger, but I don't know. Just that's another one
just
that even if I see it on Netflix, I'm not popping it on like anymore.
Yeah, but between the two, which one are you popping on again for fun?
But
for
again,
it's okay. No Country doesn't have to be way up there.
I mean, it's a far better movie, but yeah, you're right. The Karate Kid.
There's a lot more pluses in the basket of The Karate Kid for me to want to watch it, versus like if I want to watch a really good film, I could watch No Country for Old Men or a lot of other really slow films that are cinematically relevant. But like if I want to watch Karate Kid, there's only one Karate Kid.
I kind of like Karate Kid 2 almost as much as 1. That's the
haven't
Okinawa
seen it
one.
in a while. Yeah, I've seen.
Where
I
they
think
do
I've seen all of
the
them.
little
Yeah,
drum
the drum
thing.
Yeah. I like
breaking
the first
the ice
one better,
and shit.
but yeah, I do like that for sure. That scene I like, but the first scene too is a classic.
And Daniel-san's getting like some foreign puss and shit.
Yeah. Well, but then like
he's just
was it the third one? The next Karate Kid was
the next Karate Kid's the fourth one.
Was it the fourth one? Yeah, I don't think I saw the third one.
The third one, he's back in California, and a new sensei comes in and has like a Sage Northcutt looking kid, and then they try to set up a fight between them.
Maybe I do it because I know I got like a multi-pack
of
Karate Kid, but you know, like Walmart where you get like
the spiked hair and I forget his name.
I watched it when I got it. Like I got all the Tremors. Well, it was another multi-pack of Tremors. So I know I've seen a few of the sequels, but like I get how it changed. But the original Tremors is the shit. But yeah, so
Karate Kid.
Total Recall versus No Country for Old Men.
I love Total Recall as a kid.
See, now I'm not a huge fan of.
I loved it.
I'm not a big fan of Total Recall.
Fucking
and we're talking about the original one.
Yes, the original.
Yeah, that's weird.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I loved old Arnie movies back when I was a kid.
Me too. But that wasn't one of the ones that.
This and The Running Man, I felt came out around the same time ish, and I love both of those movies. Like great sci-fi.
I don't know when. I mean, Terminator 2, but that was later.
That was a little later. You know, he had
a few years later, maybe mid '90s. Shit, I would love to rewatch Total Recall. I don't know the last time I watched the.
I still have not
original.
watched the remake, and I refuse to watch it.
It's kind of like if Total Recall and Minority Report fucked.
I think they said that the new remover. The new remover. I think. Wait,
the new
was
remover?
it? I don't think it was Jeremy Renner.
No, it's one of those guys though.
I think it was Colin.
Let's see.
Colin Firth or not Colin Firth?
It's one of those guys. It's like one of those new action guys where it's just they're average looking, kind of like Matt Damon. Matt Damon's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. What was it called?
Total Recall 2012. Colin Farrell.
Yeah. So he's like one of those guys. You know, all those white new action heroes look the same to me. Shit.
He's wearing that lady's head, and then it comes off, and it's a bomb.
I'll go. I wish we had done this double feature that way, because I'd probably. It might be easier
to go terraforming
with.
Mars.
Well,
which is awesome.
It's also kind of about
how Mars is a slave
fake realities too.
Oh yeah, it's kind
VR,
of
kind of like Matrix, kind of
Westworld.
There's a few movies that kind of bring that up, but it's
like
spoiler,
going to a float tank and having them fucking put you in a movie.
It's plugging in.
Yeah,
you get your own personal fucking
But in his mind, it all went
adventure.
wrong.
They're all adventures.
It-
Or like, fuck, I can't. The Game
he beats the fuck out of Sharon Stone.
or Vanilla Sky. Vanilla Sky. That's what happened. You get plugged in, but for different reasons. That one, Vanilla Sky, because that's one where shit starts going wrong, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that movie. The first time I watched it, I had to watch it again because I was like, I don't really.
It's like
I'm
that
not-
one's so
not
well
sure
shot
what
too.
happened.
Yeah, I yeah. I don't know, man. Total Recall, you said?
Total Recall.
Yeah, go Total Recall, I guess.
And again, everything that we've
It's all mood based.
yeah,
a lot
No
of
Country for
times.
Old Men is way more
Oh, for sure.
put together and shot.
We're not
of a
trying
movie.
to make our like critique of film. It's like it's our top movie list. The Breakfast Club versus No Country for Old Men. See, Breakfast Club is like in that vein, in a way, of The Karate Kid.
I
It's a
love
classic
that.
comedy.
To me, is that's
Yeah.
one of my favorite as a kid.
Yeah, I go with
Like
The
I
Breakfast
always,
Club.
like, I loved that cast. The whole fucking.
Oh, there we go. So it's up to 178.
All right, so it's on the
Sweet.
list.
Thank you, website, for telling us when to stop. That's perfect. So let's do a few just regular ones. Ultimate Movie Championship. Patreon.com/Inspired Disorder.
Patreon.
Alrighty. So Cruel Intentions versus The Addams Family. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. And that's the first one.
This is the first one, where we get introduced to a very young Christina Ricci.
I remember liking the Addams Family TV show.
I liked the TV show.
I really liked the
really
movie
liked
when
this
they came
movie.
out. Yeah.
I even liked the second one.
Was the second one the MC Hammer song one?
the Addams Family Values?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I did. I liked both of those as well. But I also, that's like one of those things where it's
Christopher
just my
Lloyd
tastes
is
have
Uncle
changed.
Fester. Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
watch it now.
Although I didn't really like Cruel Intentions either.
Cruel Intentions.
It's just like
movie
all the
kind of
beautiful
about
people from the
fucking
90s.
incest and
Oh, yeah.
rich kids manipulating other people.
I think there's a few versions of this movie.
I believe there is too.
Like, yeah. Like it's a classic story, but it's been rebooted a few times. And that was like all the beautiful people from the 90s, all the young stars.
Well, didn't Reese Witherspoon and Ryan Phillippe? I believe they were married
Yeah, I
for a
think they
while
were
after
too.
this.
Yeah.
I'd say Addams Family.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that. Oh, shit. Who Framed Roger Rabbit versus Kill Bill Volume 1?
I like that poster for the Roger Rabbit.
Mm-hmm. The Kill Bill one. Although I would
That's
like
very
to
basic.
panoramic. I'd like to see like the Jordan wingspan poster.
Yeah,
Like, give me the
full
sword.
Yeah,
Come
getting
on.
quarter sorted here.
Yeah. Change the format.
Kill Bill for sure.
Yeah. All right. So Basic Instinct versus Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Man, if I was like in my puberty years, Basic Instinct.
Yeah, that
100%.
I mean, I
Even though
probably
you
jerked
can't
off
really
to that
see
movie.
anything.
But
Yeah, and it's a pretty
it's a good
decent
movie.
There was a lot of like that kind of crazy bitch relationship thriller movies in the 90s.
Yeah, Fatal
Or,
Attraction,
like-
late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
I
I can't think
Fatal
of any
Attraction.
of them. There was the one where the
uh,
chicks like bakes or boils the cat.
That's Fatal
Or the,
Attraction.
The
Rabbit.
Rabbit, yeah.
Fatal Attraction. The War of the
there was
Roses was
more.
kind of like that.
There was more.
Single
I
white
can't
female
remember.
was kind of a.
There was just a bunch. I remember.
Single white female was crazy.
I enjoyed them because a lot of times there were titties.
Mm-hmm.
It'd like get you in there.
There
with
was
the titties.
almost in every movie in like the late 80s, early 90s.
Now that's what HBO pilots are,
Just titties.
or first seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Game of Thrones.
And then they just take away the titties.
Not
after
as
that?
many, but it's like tons of titties everywhere. Or even Entourage, same thing. A lot of titties early on, and then it went to more like a lot more just like relationship drama bullshit,
Yeah.
or work drama bullshit. versus Aladdin. Did we say Aladdin?
Yeah, we said Aladdin.
Aladdin
I
versus
said
Basic
I would
Instinct?
vote for Aladdin out of these two.
Yeah. I can show you the world, man. I remember rewatching many of the musical scenes. Not even talking about these from Aladdin, like as a kid on VHS,
Yeah.
rewind, play, rewind, like just like what I did with Vanilla Ice's cassette, and just like memorized them all. I loved them, man. Maybe not all of them, like the Prince Ali. Prince Ali, glorious he Ali Ababa.
Yeah.
The fucking parade one where he steals the bread.
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite one.
I mean, there was a bunch of them, but I didn't sing like the duet one where they're flying on the kite or the carpet.
The kite.
Yeah, well, sorry, went reality there.
Jesus, it's a rug, man.
Yeah, sorry, bro. So moving on to one of the best cast films of all time, Ocean's 12 versus Return of the Jedi.
Oh, you mean the best Star Wars movie ever?
Some people may say. Some people say the Ocean's 12 is the best Ocean's movie ever made. I think actually people do say that.
Isn't that the one where they get Julia Roberts to fake like she's Julia Roberts?
I think this is the one where she's introduced, I think, and then the third one is where I think, I can't remember. It could be. I mean, for sure, Return of the Jedi is winning this.
Oh yeah, no question.
Yeah, I can't remember. I just know it's like a bunch of famous people do these little parts, and it's this heist movie where they're trying to steal different things, and there's little quippy moments, but I don't know what any of them are about. It's like,
it's about them stealing shit.
All the same movie. They're almost like the Hangovers. This didn't even spoil me. Hangover was so bad that it made me angry at the franchise, but I just kind of felt bad for the Ocean's franchise. But at least they're making one with all women now, so that'll be wonderful. I wonder who's directing it. Be interesting if it's the same director.
Paul Feig.
No, well, no. I mean the same director.
Oh,
a good director.
Return of the
Jedi. I do enjoy that poster. Speaking of the Goonies, I like that poster too. Versus Elf.
Boy, they really showed Sloth no love in that fucking.
Nothing shows. There's nothing to make.
Chunk loves Sloth.
Yeah,
but they really made him a pinhead even more.
He looks like.
He's got Donald Trump hair.
Yeah,
put on the top of his.
They were way ahead of their time. They were maybe underneath
President
all that orange
Sloth,
makeup. The orange makeup sticks on his face better.
The Goonies versus Elf. I gotta go the Goonies
yeah.
all the way.
This is our time. Or did you hear that?
I have not seen Ghost Ship.
I have. Don't really remember it. I think it starts off like there's a bunch of rich people on a ship, and like a cable breaks and like slices everybody in half. And now the ship is like it sinks or something, and it's haunted from then on. Never really watched it, but that's how it starts.
Yeah.
Versus Jackie Brown. So Jackie Brown versus probably one of the more underrated Tarantino movies.
Oh, for sure.
Jackie Brown versus The Naked Gun.
The original.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Duh. From the Files of Police Squad. Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown for sure.
Yeah.
Love The Naked Gun though.
For the parody movies, it's one of
it's
the
not
best.
even. It's based on the Police Files, which was a show, like a short-lived show. And
wasn't there like a bunch of parody shit or no?
No, that was
just
that
super
was
comedy.
it was just super slapsticky. It wasn't
Yeah.
a parody of anything. But then he really got more into the doing all the parody movies when that shit got hot before he died.
No idea what
Turbocharged Prelude.
That's the weird title for. I'm not even.
It's probably a documentary.
Sleepy Hollow versus 28 Days Later.
28 Days Later is also the first of because the 28 weeks later.
I haven't seen all of the second one, even though I heard that one. Some people like that one better. Versus Sleepy Hollow. Freaking Johnny Depp. Who's the director? What's his face? Isn't
Burton?
it? Yeah.
I don't almost
It's basically the same aesthetic that they've done for
every movie.
1,000 billion% the zombie movie. 28 Days Later.
It's not technically a zombie movie, but yes, 28 Days Later.
It's not your typical reasoning for zombies, but it's people.
It's the
eating
rage
people.
virus.
Yeah. But like even Resident Evil, which is a zombie video game,
They're
is
not
kind
really
of the
zombies.
same.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
but
like-
it's the same.
Yeah.
It just explains why people are acting the way
True.
they're acting. But yeah, and like one of those, it was almost like Vanilla Sky, except for UK,
Now,
where they
wasn't-
emptied out fucking huge parts of
Yeah,
downtown London.
But the rest of the movie feels like an independent movie almost.
Well, it's that dock style, which was new at the time. Very muted colors.
Yeah.
It fit. I mean, it fits the UK.
It was very dreary like the UK.
Oh yeah, and the situation fits
very,
too.
yeah.
Versus just the dreary matchup of Tim Burton and Johnny Depperson's.
And it might not even be Burton, but it's Burton-esque
It's
enough.
Produced by Burton, if anything.
Burton's somewhere in there.
Anything he has his fingers on looks exactly like Burton shit. Like those animated ones. He didn't
Yeah.
direct them, but they're Burton
Oh,
shit.
The Nightmare Before
Yeah.
Christmas? Yeah, he didn't even
Well,
direct
the,
that shit.
The Jack and the sequel they did too. There was with I don't remember the characters' names, but it was what I don't remember. You remember?
Corpse Bride.
Yeah. That's a weird poster. Threw me off.
For Kung Fu Panda?
yeah.
I was like,
is that
wow.
like the bad guy in Mario?
It is the bad
Is
guy
that
from
Bowser?
Kung Fu Panda, but it's
It's just weird.
that weird tiger dude. I've not seen The Coconuts, the Marx Brothers movie.
No. You know what's weird? When I go to the record store, comedy section, most new comics don't put out vinyl. And then so there's a lot of old shit. It's so weird how many there's like the Three Stooges have a bunch of them, Laurel and Hardy, and they're like, those are slapstick visual gags.
Well,
So I can't imagine what's on these vinyls.
yeah, you got to think.
almost wanna
Not
get
everyone
one.
had TVs back then, so like
I know, but it's like
some people
how
are like,
you
I don't
gonna-
want that TV. What a
How does slapstick comedy like translate? Yeah, one of these days I'll get one just to see.
you just
but
hear slaps and shit.
I have no idea. And that's when he fell down.
Giving exposition to a Three Stooges bit.
I have no idea. At least there's like they make noises when they do shit. Like Laurel and Hardy, there's just not a lot of talking going on.
Yeah.
It's just all slapstick shit. Oh yeah, so no coconut. Sorry. I don't think I've seen any Marx Brothers shit. Interesting. 2 animated classics. Not really. Beauty and the Beast versus Kung Fu Panda.
Beauty and the Beast.
I would go with Kung Fu Panda.
Really?
Because I enjoy. That's just first off, awesome action scenes, good animated fighting scenes, which I enjoy. I mean, and then it's a story that I like more than. I mean, that's clearly written for women, girls, or the romantic type.
I was a
Beauty
little
and the
kid and I
Beast.
love that shit.
I get it. I
But-
wasn't a little kid, and I still enjoyed Kung Fu Panda.
Here's what I'm going to say though to rebut your fighting. At one point in Beauty and the Beast, there is an entire town's worth of mob that gets into an all-out fight scene with furniture and gets murdered. Like
That's fine.
murdered. That's
don't care.
That's some fun fight shit.
Nah, it's
Kung
Disney
Fu
though.
Panda doesn't fucking murder anyone.
Out of the Disney animated classics, Beauty and the Beast is on the low end of the list because it's not a movie that I mean it's classic. Yes, it's not for me. It's not for me. I didn't have sisters growing up. I didn't watch that a bunch of times. Versus Kung Fu Panda, as an adult, I enjoyed watching it because it has many fight scenes that are well rendered, and it's not even a Pixar movie. Like I've probably watched Kung Fu Panda already more times than I've ever watched Beauty and the Beast, and through my life,
I may have only watched it once.
There's no part of me that would throw Beauty and the Beast on. Like that, I have no desire to watch that
I
movie.
agree with you on that, but I mean, I've only watched Kung Fu Panda once. It was all right, but I was
Yeah.
Now there's like 28 Kung Fu Pandas.
I don't care. There's a shitload of Beauty and the Beast remakes and reboots and versions.
Well, now they've got a live action coming out.
Yeah. Well, there was a TV show too that came out that was live action.
That was not.
It's Beauty and the Beast, man.
That's
Dude
Ron
had to wear
Perlman,
makeup.
and he had like a fucking cat face.
It was. Well, maybe he did a version too, but it was the dude from Cheers, the bartender guy, the main character,
Ted Danson?
Ted Danson did one. I mean, way back in
Ron
like the
Perlman
90s.
did a TV show called Beauty and the Beast.
There's been a lot of Beauty and the Beast. It's not like a property that hasn't been fucked to death.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't remember
Yeah.
this Ted Danson one at all.
Yeah. Well, it was not that long after. It was 90s, mid 90s, late 90s. I think.
Because that was like Ron Perlman's breakout shit. Was like,
Yeah.
he was goddamn cat face.
Maybe it was him. I don't know. I don't care. It's not a franchise that I gave a shit about.
I didn't like the TV show.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not even a big fan of the movie.
Yeah.
It's like the Sleeping Beauty movie. Not a big fan of it. It's
Yeah,
not
that,
for
that
me.
one never really.
Yeah, it's not for me.
You know what Disney one I really liked that you don't hear of that? Robin Hood. The Fox.
Robin Hood's good. Yeah,
Fucking loved that movie.
yeah.
And that I guess that was made in like the fucking
That was early. Yeah, it was
like
like 50s or something. Like
40s or
60s, yeah.
50s?
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
was
it was
like-
an early one. For sure. I like that one better than Beauty
yeah,
and the
I don't
Beast.
care.
There's
Kung
a
Fu
lot of Beauty and the
Panda's
Beast
fine.
that I like.
But
Planet of the Apes.
the terrible Tim Burton one
Is it? Oh, yeah, 2001.
with
that's good.
with Mark Wahlberg,
Well, versus War of the Worlds, which I actually liked. A lot of people don't like.
and I did not like it.
Tom Hanks,
Tom
Spielberg,
Cruise.
Tom Cruise, Steven Spielberg.
Tom Cruise running should
yeah,
be
but
called
that's what
Tom
that's his
Tom
action
Cruise
movies.
runs.
Still better than fucking Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it's still better than Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. But I do like War of the Worlds.
Planet of the
Doesn't get a
Apes.
lot of love.
Watch Mark Wahlberg look confused the entire time.
And that was around the time he did The Happening, I think, which was one of the worst.
I think that
One of
happening
the worst
happened
movies.
slightly after that, but it was terrible.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's true. Serenity. I don't think I've seen Serenity.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Have you ever watched
I haven't seen the show either. I know.
Firefly?
No. Never seen SpongeBob SquarePants either.
I've seen both of those.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, numero trace,
That's Trace. That's
versus I Am Legend, the original Will Smith. Oh, it's Will Smith's Castaway.
it's not original. It's like the
Oh no! When Will Smith took it over,
it's
it
the
became
fourth
original again.
movie version of this, or the third. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, but that's like
There's one with
that's
Vincent
not like
Price.
the sequel. Like versus Die Hard's the third
Yeah.
sequel. This is like this is the dude's version of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different.
But
versions of it.
there was a Vincent Price one back in the day. Then there was the Charlton Heston one,
I haven't seen any of them. I've only seen that one.
and I Am Legend probably the worst.
This is well, and they changed it. It's one of those movies.
They changed the ending.
The movie wasn't horrible,
no,
but it did a lot of things to fuck itself.
too much
versus-
CG for the monster.
You got
Probably the best Die Hard.
it's one of my favorites.
I mean, I like one. I
Simon
can't.
Says, bro.
But Sam Jackson in this makes
let me just
this
tell
movie.
you, I still don't understand the water jug thing.
No, I.
It's like, but I don't know if I watched it soon enough sober or just where I'd be trying to figure it out. But it's like, I still don't. But that was so much fun. And Samuel Jackson. It starts with him. The first Simon Says is like, you need to get dropped off in Harlem with this particular sign on you, a big sandwich board sign, naked. And on the sign says, like something like Black Lives Don't Matter. But like way
Something
worse.
to that.
Way
yeah,
worser.
Way worser.
What they still did in '95. Like they'd probably do that now. And Harlem's probably
and
not
Sam
as bad as it
Jackson
used to be back
Didn't
then.
like white people.
He was a racist black dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he also grew up in he's from that area. He's saved his life.
It was a great movie.
But then for some reason decided to stick with he had to.
yeah, you had to.
Simon said.
Simon said.
And his kids are in school. Probably different school than McLean's, but school nonetheless.
And every
Because
school.
all the schools were targeted. Yeah, it's
I'm
way better.
Die Hard with a
It's
Vengeance.
I don't know. It's tied almost for first with the first one.
Yeah.
Like
for me.
it's a better action movie, I think.
I don't like the second
But
Die
it's
Hard
also
that
like
much.
10 years. The second one's just
It's
the first one.
the first one in an airport.
Yeah. I enjoy it,
and then
but it's
all
not
the
great.
Die Hards after that.
All the newer ones are
nothing,
dog shit.
Nothing.
They're horror. I haven't seen probably the
Just
first last
Bruce Willis
two.
is like, I want money. Like, we'll do Die Hard in Russia. He's like, cool, I don't
Sweet.
care.
I'll wear a coat. I don't have to work out. But he was kind of one of the original average superhero guys in an age of like Arnold Schwarzenegger and fucking
Well, shit, he was on a
everybody else.
TV comedy, Moonstruck.
Yeah, Moonlighting.
Maybe
Moonlighting?
Moonlighting?
Yeah, it was him and a chick.
Yeah.
yeah. Investigators. I don't really remember the show.
I don't remember much of it, but I
It
remember
was,
watching it.
Yeah, it
But I
was-
don't remember a lot of it.
We were too young for it. It wasn't for us. It was for adults.
Yeah.
But yeah, Die Hard.
With a vengeance.
Yeah, that was probably one of his first slippery movies for Will Smith. Like, oh no, that's not good. Oh no, not again. I love that Big
Will
Fish.
Smith wasn't the bad part of that movie, though. Like, he wasn't. It wasn't
No,
terrible
but
acting by him.
He
but-
also is in a lot of bad movies, so I don't know how that works out. And there's some movies he's not great in. Like, you can tell, like, he's just trying to win an Academy Award. I mean, I don't know if that movie's particular, but he's like really trying to act.
Well, that
Like the Pursuit of Happiness, probably one of my favorite dramatic movies of his.
What was the other one? Like 7 Pounds.
I don't know if I watched it, but I heard it was shit. Like, and this one that
Bagger Vance. Was
Bagger Vance, he was like a sidekick, kind of. He wasn't the main character at all. He was like the Yoda. But there's one that came out this year, which I heard is just, it's like another Oscar bait movie.
Oh, it's the
but
him.
dog shit.
Oh,
It's
well,
got
about
Edward Norton in
concussions.
it. No, that was
Not
last
that?
year.
Oh, that was last year.
That
was
that
another
one was more. That one I didn't hear anything about the movie, but it was more about, it was like for people that don't watch documentaries, watch this movie and you'll understand concussions.
It was a
Is what
biopic about.
Yeah, but it was all about exposing
Yeah.
that the NFL knows that they're destroying brains, and they've known it. It's like the cigarette companies or anybody else. They all know the damage they're doing because businesses have a lot of money to spend on analyzing where they could lose money in the future.
Most football players already knew the damage they were doing themselves.
No, I don't think so at all. I think most people still don't know. Like, I don't think most people understand brain damage now. Like, I didn't even fucking understand brain damage until I started watching all the Rogan podcasts where they're like, oh, this is kind of what's actually happening, and what, instead of like, you got your bell rung.
I hate all those conversations
Yeah.
because I'm
But
Mr.
nobody
Concussion.
knows that shit.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that shit. People are like, I want to get rich. So if I'm going to be stupid and, like, if I'm going to lose my brain early, I get rich now so I can pay, my family they don't care. They know on some level they probably know, but it's like knowing, you fuck something up but taking forever to go to the doctor. People are stubborn. Anyway, Big Fish versus Life of Brian. Speaking of fucking Tim Burton.
Now, this is
My
your
favorite
Tim Burton.
Maybe one of, if not the favorite, like this one or
Beetlejuice.
or there's probably another one in there somewhere that I don't
I
mind.
don't hate Tim Burton, but
I'm tired of his style. I just can't take. He's just too. It's a style that's very stylized. It's very him, and I just don't have. Especially Johnny Depp's like, I don't have any desire to watch any of that shit.
I feel like he's like Hot Topic, brought to you by Tim Burton.
No, well, yeah, they sold all of his shit pretty
Yeah.
much. He's been part of culture for sure.
I love Life
so
of Brian.
is the fucking those guys, but I'm not a huge. I'm a Big Fish for sure between the two. I did like Life of Brian though. It is one of my favorite. I haven't seen all of the what was their troupe called?
Monty Python.
Monty Python. Yeah.
I prefer the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
So I'll go Big Fish.
Yeah.
Do you like two more?
Sure. American Pie 2
Versus your
versus
favorite
Twister. I like the American Pie franchise. Well, I don't know the first two, but I was also, early 20s. It was
We were right
right around the same age.
We were right around the age that they were portrayed
They're
to be.
in seniors. and they're well, the first one anyway, and I
Yeah.
think this is like first year of college or some shit.
Yeah, so we were around.
Yeah, we were
what
right
what
in
age
that-
they were supposed to be,
Exactly.
not the age they were.
But it's also a genre of movies that you can only really appreciate if you are that age. Like, I can't watch today's versions of this shit.
Oh, it's terrible.
Even though this is a franchise that's become like National Lampoons. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
just buy
there's-
that brand. Like, they have so
Band
many.
Camp and fucking.
Yeah. And I think there was a Twister sequel like forever, and it was one of those like Sharknado kind of.
I like Twister. I like the premise of like
It was a fun action movie.
The
There was a lot of
dropping off the thing.
Yeah.
To,
it had moments, stressful moments, but it was also
cow.
like there was a lot of natural.
Got another cow.
Yeah. There's a lot of like natural disaster movies, like volcanoes and earthquakes and hurricanes and all these different
And
things.
asteroids and
Yeah. There was a lot of different like just destruction movies.
American
back then.
Pie 2 was the movie that introduced the term MILF.
Was it the second one?
It was the second one.
See, that's powerful. And it's two Asian guys at the party chanting it.
And do you know the foreign exchange student girl? What's her name? Shannon Elizabeth?
I
Or
think so. Yeah.
she is like when she did the first one, she was in her 30s.
Yeah, but she kind of disappeared. Didn't she? Was she the one that got with AIDS dude?
Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
No.
No. That was another one that disappeared from that time.
Maybe Tara Reid.
No, it wasn't her. But yeah, she was. I mean, that was another titty one, but it was for kids, so it's like.
Oh, I know.
Blink 182.
I know what girl you're talking
anyway.
about. But she was
Richardson.
Yeah, Denise
Something like-
Richards.
Yeah. Richards.
I was about to say she was in fucking Starship Troopers.
Was she?
Denise Richards was.
Yeah.
She was the pilot. It was like one of her first acting.
Yeah. She did a few things for a little bit, and then she disappeared. At least maybe she did TV or something. I mean, based on that history, I gotta go American Pie 2.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Probably holds up better. I mean, it's not like there's big special effects segments that don't hold up. All right, is this the last one?
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead versus Mallrats.
Mallrats.
All right, people.
Make sure you support our sponsors by following Station House Coffee on Instagram and going to stationhousecoffee.com and order yourself some amazing premium coffee, small batch, single origin coffee brewed in Vermont, shipped directly to you. Go to stationhousecoffee.com, support small business, and get yourself some high quality, amazing coffee today. Also, get $25 in credit when you sign up for your new cell phone service over at Ting. Go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Ting. That's Ting for the best coverage coast to coast, same low rates, now with 3 of the most powerful networks supporting them. Ting is amazing. You only pay for what you use. My cell phone bill has been less than $15 because I turn the data off because I'm home all the time. So go get yourself $25 in credit when you sign up for Ting using my link, inspireddisorder.com/Ting. Make sure you follow Keith Spurlock on Twitter at KeithSpurlock1. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com and follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!